Most vanities in homes live terribly. There's problems with the tops, there's problems with the doors that are cheap, there's lack of storage. In this video, I'm going to talk to some bathroom remodeling experts, and we're going to talk about what problems exist in most vanities and how you make sure you are not going to become the victim of those problems again when you buy a new vanity.
You want to look for something made of hardwood or some furniture grade plywood. Something that has dovetails, it's not just pinned together. Structurally, it's more sound, it's going to be more resistant to the steam or the shower itself because it's a real hardwood, or it's a furniture grade plywood.
A lot of times people, when they have a big vanity in the bathroom, have a double bowl vanity. But one thing that my wife and I decided on was just to go with a single bowl. That way, obviously, she had more room for her things on the countertop and less of mine. We also went with a medicine cabinet above the vanity. It's just nice to have a lot of the stuff that would normally be sitting out on the countertop kind of out of sight, out of mind. Underneath the vanity as well, we have a lot of pull-out drawers, which again helps keep things organized, help keep things kind of out of the way. It's just a lot less clutter on top of the countertop.
What's really neat now is you don't have to be pinned into one design style when you're doing a vanity. If I was more of a transitionalist style, I might look at a shaker style cabinet that's very popular a lot in the Midwest. If I like more mid-century modern, which is my personal favorite, I can go with something that looks like Frank Lloyd Wright-ish. Or if I wanted something very sleek and European, maybe it's a flat drawer style that you can use. But in addition to the vanity, you also can look at a mirror that might accentuate that same look and would go together with it. The vanity is the #1 piece of furniture, and in many cases the only piece of furniture in a bathroom, so it can really add a lot of style and decor to that space.
The house that I own, my dad chose to put in tile vanity in the master, and it's a nightmare. So when the master project comes up, I'm going to do a solid surface or like a quartz top with an undermount sink. That way it's all, you know, very easily cleanable. It doesn't have the grout lines that you have to try to keep clean, and just, it's a nightmare.
If you have a situation where two people need to use the vanity at the same time, and of course one option is you tell the one person, hey, I have the place, you can't get in here. However, if that's not really an option, probably the simplest way to do it is to either go with double vanities, so there's just a place for both people to get ready, or there are what are called trough type sinks, or they're wider sinks where you've got maybe a faucet on both sides, but it's like one larger bowl inside of that space. The biggest problem I would say with most people's bathroom vanity is when you open up the drawers to go find something, it is a mosh pit inside of there, right? You've got, you know, maybe 3 things of shampoo and toilet paper in the back, and you can't find anything. And the reason is it's just one big space, which makes it a problem. I would recommend to look at is vanities that first have pull-out drawers, so this way you can really see what's in the back. Also look for a vanity that has an adjustable shelf. You don't see many of them, but when they do, it's really neat, where you can use that space that's even underneath the pipe that may be where the sink's at. You can use that space to its most effectiveness. Or another really cool feature in some vanities you'll see is a little what's called a tip-out tray. So a lot of times there's space in between where the bowl is at and the front. With this little tip-out tray, you can put things like toothpaste in there, or a comb, or small things, you know, brush in there, where you can really use all of that volume to its maximum potential.
They make vanity depths from like 13.5 inches up to about 25 inches. So you could always look at your current space, look at what you're going to do, maybe even draw out a template and kind of see where you think your perfect depth is. That's going to give you space to maneuver around, but yet still have enough space for storage and for a countertop.
If you're trying to avoid spotting, trying to keep things as easy to clean as possible, going with a brush look is always nice. A brush gold, a brush nickel. Brush nickels like become the new standard over chrome, really. Matte black too, depending on your water situation at home, how hard it is. Those can all look really nice, look contemporary without being too trendy or too modern, but also keep everything really easy to keep clean.
If you have a situation where your doors aren't working well, maybe it was in a kid's bathroom, and I don't know about your kids, but with mine, you know, they don't gently do anything. They slam the door, especially if they're mad. So the way to get beyond that really is to look for doors and drawers that are on a slow close. So this way, when you push them, they're going to stop and then slowly close into it. You won't have that damage that'll be done to the doors. And look at a door that has hardwood construction and or a dovetail construction on the drawers. That's really how you're going to find a better quality system that will last for years, no matter if your kids are using it or an adult.
I think the key is finding a supplier that makes matching mirrors and vanities. A lot of times people don't find that, so they're forced to try to make sure that their brush nickel finish on the mirror matches the brush nickel finish on the handles, which matches the brush nickel finish on the fixtures. Not all suppliers have the same brush nickel finish. Finding one supplier for all those options is really nice, obviously unless you want to go with a mixed metal look.
I hope this conversation today about the 10 most common bathroom vanity problems has helped you identify things you don't want to repeat in your project. If you want to even learn more, I'd recommend you go to the bathroom vanity page on the innovatebuildingsolutions.com website and give us a call at 877-668-5888 with specific questions. In addition, when you're on that page, you can request the Ultimate Bathroom Vanity Guide and a tool that you may want to use to really see what those vanities will look like. There's a bathroom visualizer on the site where you can change out the countertops and the colors of the vanities in 3 different room scenes. Thanks so much for watching today, and I hope you learned a lot, and we'll look forward to helping you in the future.